What's up, guys and gals, and welcome back to the Nerd Castle. Today in the world of indie games, we're going to be checking out Gladiator Guild Manager. This is a game that's currently on Kickstarter, and this is the demo that they've been kind of handing out to internet people so that we can show the game off to you, and you can decide whether or not this is something you wanted to add to your wish list, you wanted to support through Kickstarter, or if at the end of all this, you would rather just pass on the whole thing. The general idea of this game is that it's kind of an auto-battler. As with a lot of the Gladiator Manager games, you don't really have a whole lot of control over the people that are fighting. However, you do choose like the lineup, and the goal is to fight as many battles as possible because once your guys die, they're out of the tournament for the foreseeable future, and then they can only come back for the next tournament unless you have permadeath enabled. So anyways, we'll dive on in. Fair warning, there's not a whole lot to this game just yet. Like, there's not a whole lot of depth. There's not a whole lot of stuff, but there is enough here that I can like kind of show you the rough idea, and I do actually think that the art style is pretty compelling. And so anyways, in the interest of always trying to push up anything that has to do with gladiators, because I really feel like that's an underutilized genre, here we are. Let's go ahead and start off. Permanent death will be disabled, we'll keep it on normal difficulty, and then I'll show you around the world a little bit. Alright, so here we are. This is our world. It's kind of small right now. There's not a whole lot going on with it. We have the arena, known as the graveyard, and then we also have our guild house. Our guild house is going to be comprised of like a number of different buildings. So for example, I actually don't think that these... Yeah, I think this is like an orc house. I think this is an archery place, and then this is like this right here is like a knight's training place. And then I think that's a house right there. But when you mouse over them, you don't get any kind of tooltip or anything that tells you. But knowing what I know, because I played this game for about an hour before I recorded this, I know what units you start out with. So we've got a couple of different resources up in the top right-hand corner that you're going to want to keep an eye on as you're playing the game. They're going to be used for various things like building upgrades and buying gear and stuff like that. We've got gold, we've got iron, we've got stone, I think, and then we've also got wood, and then we've got crystals. I'm not super sure what crystals go towards. I think they help you with building magic buildings, but as far as anything else other than that, I'm not super sure. We can go to the Gladiator Market. My suggestion would be that your first purchase be like, we need a knight. That would be a really, really good idea. These guys are super tanky. They do not hit hard at all, but they can block attacks, and so really their goal is to stand there, eat hits until they die while everybody else is dealing damage. So anyways, we'll take one of him. We've got Girlnermer. We've got Girlnermer over here, who is apparently a berserker. These orc guys hit super hard, but they don't have a hard chin on them, so like they go down pretty fast, but they also deal a lot of damage. And then the archers are also really, really good, but the archers are terrible in melee. If you close the gap with the archers, they are functionally super dead versus just about everything in the game. But having a couple of archers is not a bad idea. And this is a pretty solid troop lineup right here. We may have enough money left over to buy something from the item market. However, nothing on the item market is looking like particularly good. Like, yes, a helmet would be rad. I don't want to take any like blunt force trauma to the side of the face while I'm inside the arena, but unfortunately, this is kind of a capitalist operation up inside of here. If you want to avoid blunt force trauma to the face, you better pay. So now that we have our team assembled, we can just go to the arena, and that's pretty much it. I don't know if we have enough to build like a building around here or anything. Oh, we do. We actually could if we really wanted to. We could throw together a house, which would give us 3 more unit slots inside of our dojo. Apparently, we got to beat the graveyard arena before we can do that. The Temple of Light's going to allow us to buy healers. The healers in this game, pretty squishy. They go down pretty easy to archers, so you got to be careful. Let's go fight in a fight, and we'll kind of see what happens. So the general, like, way that this is going to work is it's going to offer us a fight. It's going to tell us what we're up against, and then we're going to try to, like, assemble a team that sort of counters that. So on this side, we've got one knight, right? And his name is Curtis, apparently. Over here, we've got a fight with 2 of those guys, or we can do a big fight right here. The rewards are down here at the bottom. These green card packs right here give you resources. The blue ones give you, like, other resources. So these ones right here will be, like, gold, wood, stone. This one right here will be steel and stone and all that kind of stuff. I think our best play is this one right over here. The ultimate goal is not... Let's put him in. The ultimate goal is really... to make it to the end of the tournament. And in order to make it to the end of the tournament, you want to minimize casualties because you have like a required number of guys you have to play on the battlefield before the tournament can commence. So there we go. We've got our archer and we've got our orc. Fight! We'll see how it goes. No guarantees, but I'm pretty sure this guy should just stomp him. Yeah, there you go. So we have our first victory. That was literally the first battle. Easy peasy lemon squeezy. So we earned the card back that it put down at the bottom. We got 2 of these guys over here. I actually think that that's not a terrible fight. I think we can probably go for it. I don't know if they're going to smoke this guy, but we'll try this. Like, I don't think they have the damage to beat my orc. Like, I'm pretty sure my orc is going to be just fine out here. However, they do have, like, ranged resistance as far as I know. And so anyways, there's our next victory. We've got 2 knocked out. In the next fight, they heal back up to full, so don't stress about that. We've got 2 level 2s, or we can go with 2 level 1s. We might lose somebody on this side, though. That's the part that I'm a little bit unsure about. Let's go for this fight right here. We can play pretty much everything we have on these dudes. And if we get stomped out, that's fine. Like, there's no, like, massive penalty or anything for getting stomped out. Like, sometimes you win, sometimes you lose. It does look like one of my tanks managed to grab aggro on one of them so that they couldn't focus fire the orc. That's a really, really good thing. These guys haven't leveled up yet, but they are accumulating XP. As of right now, they're not that customizable in this little prologue build. But once again, I gotta remind you mid-video that this is just a Kickstarter proof of concept type deal. And honestly, I thought the artwork was really, really good. And I thought the auto-battling portions tend to work pretty well. After playing it, this game definitely does need a little bit more player input. So as of right now, really, you've just got your character and then you slide items onto them. I'd like to see stat allocations put in. I'd like to see, like, branching ability choices and things like that. Like, just stuff to allow the player to build a loadout that to them feels like it's going to have the level of efficacy that they're looking for. This might be our last fight. This right here might be the last one. Kind of depends. We'll see. Oh, we only get 3 people. Okay, so we only get 3 for that one. We get 4 for that one, but they're all leveled up. Oof, this is a nasty fight, though. I don't want this fight. This fight's a toughie. Okay, so let's say that you're out, and we'll run this, but, like, I'm not going to make any promises. It kind of depends. It kind of depends who goes after, like, my orc. Also, my archer is just wasting her time firing at nothing right now, which is kind of a problem. Yeah, she swapped targets like 4 times. Yeah, I had a feeling that wasn't going to go super well for us. Like, they just had so much tanking in the front. So anyways, we won 3 out of 5. That means we got a couple of card packs over here that gave us a little bit of gold, gave us a little bit of iron, a little bit of stone. We got a helmet out of there, which is a very, very nice come up. That'll increase somebody's HP by a considerable amount. Who would have known that not being able to be struck in the head would increase your efficiency in combat? But you know what? We're learning new lessons here. We're learning all the fun lessons that the first grade forgot to teach us. Okay, well, I mean, all things considered, we got a cranial guard out of it, so I'll take it. Oh, that's right. I gotta click my items. There we go. Now we got our items. So we've taken in all the stuff that we got from that fight. All in all, not a terrible time. We can build some buildings if we want to. I don't know if we have. We need a little bit more of the iron before we can make a Temple of Light, unfortunately. And then all the other buildings are going to be hard locked until we knock out. I'm going to put that on. I don't know if I should put that on the tank or if I should put that on. Oh, items are permanently locked onto your units. So we just welded that onto his head right there. We can never have that back. He never has any opportunity to be anything other than a gladiator because we've now welded a horned helm on his face. All right, we'll run another fight then. I mean, I see no reason not to. We got 2 right here. This is actually pretty easy. The counter to an orc is 2 archers. Done. And they will pelt the hell out of this guy. See what I mean? He's not even going to close the gap. That's one of the first matchups that I figured out really, really early. Let's see here. We got 2 archers. That's going to be kind of risky. All these fights are honestly kind of risky. That's the fight we lost to last time. I don't think we have a whole lot of chances over here. We'll see what happens. We'll go with that right there, and we'll kind of see how it plays. I'm thinking that as he closes the gap, yeah, he's going to start absorbing some of their hits. Good. That's exactly the way that I was hoping that was going to play out. I was kind of thinking that that was the matchup. 4 archers. Gross. We've got a healer, 2 orcs. We got 2 orcs that are level 2, and we can bring 5 guys. I think that's doable. We might lose somebody, but I think it's doable. We'll kind of put them, like, down in over here. And I kind of want them to stream through like so. You kind of got to space them. Wow, they dropped that dude with a quickness. Oh, my goodness. Well, I think that's the end of our tournament. Depends if they kill off my orc or not. There might be, like, a smaller fight that we can take part in with 3 guys. Nope. We're going to have to pull out. I don't think we can take any of those. Let's see here. We got a little bit more money. We got some wood, and we got some stone, and then we got some more iron. Nice. So that'll help out a little bit. The iron is slow rolling. It's not coming at the rate that I would like it to. Actually, well, we'll do this fight. I can't do anything without surrendering now. We got 2 orcs over there. Okay. We'll go with, like, you, and we'll go with you, and we'll go with you. Fight! Please kill... Yeah, I was going to say, please kill that orc before he kills off my only tank with my only piece of gear. I'm not selfish, I swear. I really, really, really need you to kill him off. Put that guy right there, and we'll go right there. Hopefully they wipe out this orc with a quickness. I was going to say, I feel like we're probably going to bulldoze through there. I don't know who organizes these fights and arranges that this is somehow, like, fair, but I'm assuming that there's some kind of ruling, governing body that decides. We'll take this fight right here. Fight is a little rough, but I think the additive DPS... Oh, really? They circled up on me. Okay. Yeah, knock him out. Ooh, executed him on the ground at range. My archer. Good job. Oh, we leveled up to 2. Nice. I didn't even realize. So we've leveled up a little bit, and that's very much what I'd like to see in future versions of the game is as your characters level up, like they should have talent trees, maybe some kind of like little sphere grid type deal that'll increase their stats in varying directions, and then their abilities will be affected by those stats so that if you've taken a bunch of agility, you know, there's like an agility build for a night, there's an intelligence build for a night, there's a strength build for a night, so on and so forth, so that you can dabble with things. 3 orcs, huh? Suppose 3 orcs is better than 4 orcs. I'll go with the 3. I only get 3 guys for this. Feels bad. Okay. Well, hold the line there, brother. No, he's chasing her down. Yeah, run away if you need to. Do what you gotta do. Come on, anyone you walk away from. Nice. We can't take the next fight. We've lost pretty much everybody, but we did get a really, really good battle in right there, so that's nice. And so from those 2 right there, we've got, I think... God, it's just not giving me the iron. Oh, never mind. We got the iron. All right, we got iron. Let's go in. I'm going to build another house so that we can get our... There we go. We'll build a house over here. That'll give us a little bit more gladiator space. On top of that, we now have the materials required so that we can hire healers. So there we go. We've added that on in too. Now we can go to the gladiator market and pick up a couple more people. So we've got a healer over here. I think it's a good idea that we pick up a healer. Doesn't seem like too bad of a plan. I also think that another knight so that we can tank a little bit heavier is a good idea. My archers hit level 3. Did they really? What is that guy right there? What? A guxer. I don't know, dude. But either way, he's a necromancer, dude, and I definitely want to do like a necromancer build. What items do we have up in here? Got the chestplate of valor. Honestly, I think that helmets are probably like the best idea. Yeah, let's go with the helmet. And then I'll probably go with some boots too. So the archers will be a little bit faster. And then the helmet will go on, yeah, Glurn, or whatever his name is. Tomas and Glurn will now be heavily equipped killing machines. Let's go back to the arena and see if we can knock this out. We still haven't done 5 out of 5 victories. I have done it in my free time, but, you know. That guy right there. All right, sucks to be you, man. You're about to get rolled. You're about to have a terrible day. Look at your HP right now. It's almost gone. What is this, right? What is that? Is that like speed down there? I've actually never noticed that little bookmark thing at the bottom. 1 archer. Okay. Yeah, might as well. I mean, shoot who you're gonna shoot. I don't think it's gonna help, though. We've got you closed in melee now. Ooh, one-shotted. One-shotted and buried at the outset. Disgusting. We've got 2 orcs over here, and if we went... Actually, that's a manageable fight right there. I don't think that's a problem. So I say we go with 2 orcs right there, and then we go with a tank, and we just kind of see how this plays. Because I've got a feeling they're going to amass their fire on the tank anyways, so why stress about it? It looks like they take bonus damage when they're knocked down prone or whatever. Looks like it becomes some form of, like, auto-crit. And we've got 3 versus 4 right there. Yeah, I think we could do this. This doesn't seem to... I don't think they have any damage, so, like, what are they going to do? And then we'll throw the healer in for her first run. Because, like, the orcs should flat out win in 1v1 versus the knights. The knights are meant to counter the archers, so it's kind of a rock, paper, scissors feeling going to this game. There you go. We got shields. We got heals, dude. I think we got this. What's our last fight? What's our last fight? We got 3 orcs. I think we can do it. 3 orcs shouldn't be too bad. I'm going to do something like this right here, I think. I'm going to go with that same team from before. We'll just kind of see the way that it goes. Okay, not great. Not great. We do appear to be losing. Oh my god, we pulled it out by the hair of our booty cheeks. All right, what do we got? Oh, we got some like thingies. We got intelligence right there, a level 4 tome, and we've got a necklace too. Nice. Collect all my items. Yeah, throw those into my inventory. And so what you can see here is that we've opened up yet another location that we can battle at. And on top of that, one of the bonuses is we've got access to new buildings now. So we can either go with the Necro Crypt if we really, really wanted to. I think the Farm Arena's not done yet, so we can't do the Invigorator Temple, but we can do the Fire Tower if we can just get a few more crystals. And so I'm pretty happy with our roster for right now. I don't know if it's going to, like, increase the size of... I don't know if it's going to increase the size of all this if I... Yeah, take that level 4 tome. It seems like the kind of thing that might be good for you. We've got a little bit of cash right now. We could go through and see if we can buy anything. We got 10 agility right there. I'm assuming that you guys use agility. Yeah, you do. Okay, I'll take one of those and we'll throw it on you. You've already got your stuff. Breastplate. Let's go with a helmet over here for you. Just trying to get everybody equipped to like their maximum efficiency for right now because money seems to come and go very, very freely. But compared to money and all the other stuff is kind of hard to come by. All right, so on this side, we've got some new enemies over here. I don't know what these guys do, if they're like a cross. Oh, these guys are level 4. Good lord. Okay. Let me put in my orky boys. We'll just kind of run that loadout right there and just kind of see what happens. I don't know exactly what these guys are or what they do. It seems like they're a version of the knight that hits a little bit harder but has a little bit less HP. Yeah, it looks like they're a hybrid that's in between like the knights and the orcs somewhere. It's actually not terrible because sometimes the orcs feel too squishy to me, and then other times the knights feel like they don't have enough deeps. I don't particularly know what we're up against here. Like, I don't know what that guy is. So I figure we'll just give it our best here. Looks like we're doing okay. If we can chase down that archer, yeah, we're gonna be in the magic zone. If we can chase that one, there's a severed head laying around in the middle of the arena. How did I not notice this? Is that somebody else's head? Oh, the weapons from the people that have died stay on the ground. Gotcha. All right, so we've got a fight right here between an orc and a archer. We get 4 people for that. Yeah, I'll give that a go. Put him out there. Give me that. And then we'll get the archer too. Like, I think as long as that orc wastes his kick. Yeah, I was going to say, as long as the orc wastes his kick, we should be okay. Yeah, get a little healing off right there. It seems like that tome really made a difference. The first fight that she was in, I wasn't really seeing a whole lot of healing or anything happening. But now that we've got that tome on her, it seems like she's really, really kind of like dialing in. We'll go right here. And then with these guys, we're going to need something like that, I think. Yeah, I was going to say, we want somebody to kind of like isolate and hit the shielded guys and then run down the archers. I was going to say, like, and so you can tell the strategy of the game is kind of in knowing how the units behave and like what they're going to do when you put them in. And like I said, it's almost like rock, paper, scissors. Like, you know that after you play the game for a little bit, you know how the archers behave. Like, you know what they do, and you can kind of see the battle playing out in your head. And I do think there's an appeal to that right now, which is why I think there's so many different companies trying to chase down sort of the auto batter or the auto battler theorem, I guess. I'm just gonna put in some archers, like, and then we'll just run these guys down. Like, I don't know how it's gonna play, but hey, there we go. We made it to the final on our first try. Who would have known? 2 level 6 guys. Dude, we're going to rough these guys up. These guys are going to have a terrible day. Just give me like that dude. Give me that dude. Give me that, dude. Give me some heals, too. I bet we stomp right here. I bet we stomp right here. That shield's gonna absorb that first hit, and then we stomp. You can't mess with the orc boys. You put orcs on the battlefield, we're gonna push on through and we're gonna win. It's just the way that it goes. Apparently, I've completed that entire arena. Got a whole bunch of money. A whole lot of nothing else, though, so, like, that's a bit of a bummer. Looks like we got a couple more arenas that we can play around with. It doesn't look like my guild has gotten any larger, which is kind of a bummer. I was hoping maybe we'd have some more spaces on the ground that we could fiddle with. We didn't get any crystals during that last fight, so unfortunately we're not going to be able to pull in necromancers or anything else just yet. Just kind of a bummer. I would like to also see these buildings be upgradable. So if these guys are like level locked, they can't get any higher level until you upgrade the buildings at certain points, or maybe they have certain abilities or specials or ultimates or limit breaks or something like that that are locked until you upgrade and put some stuff on into here. I think the game is simplistic enough at this point with this Kickstarter proof of concept that you can really kind of, I guess, speculate as to what's going to be put in once they've secured funding and they know how they're going to be paying the bills and whatnot. For right now, we just kind of have to think about it the hard way. I actually think a healer might do good inside of here. Like, now that we have access to the healer, I'm thinking we may not need the other units quite so much. Like, the healer seems to be doing a pretty damn good job, in my opinion. Although this is turning into a bit of an arena slog right here, World of Warcraft style. This is like the Disc Priest days right here, back in like Season 1, Season 2, when Disc Priests and Rogues were roaming the land in twos. What else we got going on here? We got 2 archers. Risky, but I like it. Let's go for the 2 archers. 2 archers counter should be pretty simply just 2 guys with shields, I think. So we'll go out of our way to run these guys down. They are really putting a lot of damage on that poor left knight right there. Oh no, I lost my healer, man. How could you? You changed targets in the middle. You killed her just to spite me, didn't you? You knew you were going to lose, and you were like, you know what? I'm going to cause as much emotional damage on my way out as I possibly can so that you can't focus for the rest of the day. That's exactly what that was. Oh, that makes me upset. People out here trying to play head games. Give me 2 archers in the back. Give me you right there. Give me you right there. Wow. That orc is styling on us right now. I don't know if we're going to kill that archer in time. She seems to be dodging an awful lot and hitting an awful lot harder than we hit. Yeah, I mean, we got wiped out. There's no denying that. We still haven't picked up any crystals either, so I think the item economy is probably going to need a little bit of adjustment in there, but, like, it's hard to do critique right now when like you're playing a proof of concept. Like, this isn't even, you know, this isn't even like an alpha. This is just like them showing that, like, hey, we know what we're doing. We've got this cool artwork. We've got this arena system. We've got these character classes. Check out our Kickstarter. So anyways, this is a Gladiator Guild Manager. I hope you guys liked it. My name is Splattercat. I sit through the pile to find what's worthwhile in the world of indie games every single day so you don't have to. Very early on for this title, but given the relative lack of Gladiator stuff that exists in the world of indie games, I gotta support it because I gotta hope that a super awesome Gladiator game with tons of customization and itemization, all that kind of stuff, will eventually come along. Leave a like on the video if you enjoyed it. I'll see y'all later. Thank you for stopping on in, and how you do, everybody.